So I'm going to show you how to clean this leek. I'm going to cut the end off. And leeks are filthy. Can you see that dirt right there? It's just, ugh. Anyway, so cut off the top of your greens. This soup only uses the white part, but I'm cheap. Don't throw them away. Save them for the stock for later. There's still too much green on here, so. Okay, so here we got our leek. We're going to cut it in half. Cut it again. Cut it one more time. All right, then we're going to go over here to our water and take them all apart. All of them. See that dirt? You need to get that off. Okay, we want to get them all clean. Take them all apart. Look for the dirt. It's in there, trust me. Look at the water's getting dirty. It's the only tricky part about this soup is cleaning these leeks. You don't want any of that grit. And then this is my pile of cleaned leeks right here. So I'm going to grab a handful of those. They should already be small enough. If you want to cut them again, you can, the bigger ones. So they're in smaller pieces. Okay, and we're just going to cut them up. Kind of fine, okay, because you want them to cook. It's okay to have a little green on there. It's not going to kill it. It won't affect the color of the finished soup. So cut them real fine. Okay, we're going to do that to all the rest of them. All right? Cut. To another episode of Cooking for Friday, Soup Supper Fridays during Lent. This one's brought to you by RCIA, the Rite of Christian Initiation for Adults. The day that this was filmed was a Sunday, and we had the rite of election. We have two candidates who are going to be baptized and brought into the church, and one person who is just going to be received into the church and receive his confirmation. He's from another faith family. So if you know anyone who's would like to be a Catholic or is interested, have them contact Shannon Carter. They can call the office and they'll put them in contact with her. Okay, so today's soup is potato leek, or Vichyssoise if you want to be fancy and French about it. The recipe comes from The Joy of Cooking, and it will be in the bulletin so you can see it there. So let's get cooking. The ingredients for today's potato and leek soup: 2 cups of half and half or cream, 4 cups of chicken stock. Now remember, during Lent, you can have stocks from animals, you just can't eat the flesh. So you can use beef stock, chicken stock, pork stock, whatever you'd like, but no flesh. We have 4 potatoes chopped, 1 large onion chopped, 2 teaspoons of butter, and the star of the show, leeks. This is it's supposed to be 3 medium leeks. These were very small, so that's about 4 or 5 leeks. Okay, our butter's melted in the pan now. You can see that. Just 2 tablespoons of butter. We're going to add our onions. And our leeks. Let us stir to coat. And these have to cook 3 to 5 minutes. So we'll check back in a few minutes to see what kind of progress we made. All right, it's been about 5 minutes and everything's wilted. It looks pretty good. We're going to add our potatoes. Give that a stir around. And then our 4 cups of chicken stock. If it really bothers you to use chicken stock, you can try to get some vegetable stock. It would work just as well. So as I said before, there's no meat in here. This is just stock. Okay, we put 4 cups in there. Give it a good stir. Mix it all together. Then we're going to partially cover this and cook it for 15 minutes or until the potatoes are very tender. Overly tender, overcooked. See you in a bit. Okay, the soup has been cooking for 20 minutes and you see the potatoes are very soft. I can break them with the spoon. Looks pretty good. Okay, now comes the tricky, dangerous part you don't want your kids to do. You could either puree this in small batches in a blender, or you could do it in a food processor, but it would really need to cool off a little bit first. I'm going to use an immersion blender. So the secret with this is don't take it out of the soup. Just kind of stir it around. Don't be in a big hurry. Could have left the soup as is. There's nothing wrong with it not being blended. But traditionally, this soup is extremely smooth. Before we even had these sticks, it would have been run through something called a food mill. But those have gone the way of the dinosaur, pretty much. Okay, I'm going to finish doing this and we'll get back to you. Okay, as you can see, it's very smooth. And now we're going to add the cream. 2 cups of cream. Of course, you really didn't need to blend it in. You could have just used a spoon. But I had it, so why not? Okay, and now we're going to add, this is about a teaspoon of white pepper. If you don't have white pepper, feel free to use black pepper. White pepper just doesn't look like you have little spots in your soup. So you can alternately add a 1/4 teaspoon of mace, which I don't have, and I don't know what to substitute. So we're going to taste this for salt, and then we'll show you the finished product in a bowl. Okay, be right back. Here we are, the finished product. Vichyssoise, or potato leek soup. You might want to serve that with some crackers. Wishing everyone a beautiful Lent on behalf of the RCIA. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time. God bless and happy Lent.